Most founders fail before they write any code. They pick the wrong idea, and 6 months later they realize it, after burning 20 grand. So I stopped picking ideas myself. Every Monday morning, Claude finds me a new $1 million app to build, and today I'll show you the prompt I use, plus the app it picked this morning. The real reason most apps fail is not the build. It is the idea behind the build. Most founders pick what feels exciting, what their friends might use, or what feels new. Then they spend 6 months making the wrong thing very well. The pros do not pick ideas at all. They tear apart what already works, find where it is broken, and wedge in. Y Combinator partners run this play for every batch they coach. Top product designers run it before any sprint. The indie hackers who actually ship learn it the hard way. You can shortcut all of it. Claude can read an app for you, including the bad reviews where the real signal lives. It can spot the gap between what users want and what the current app delivers. And it can write you the prompt to build the better version. The thing it would take 3 months in business school to learn, Claude does in 30 seconds. Most people stop at, "Claude, give me a startup idea." That is the wrong question because it gets you a generic pitch you have already seen 10 times. The right question is, "Claude, tear apart this specific working app and tell me where I can wedge in with AI." That one switch is the whole shift. Now the system. 4 steps, run in order. Step 1 is picking the right category. Open the App Store and pick a category where users have strong opinions, like fitness, finance, language learning, journaling, or dating. These are the categories where the bad reviews are real signal. A calculator app review tells you nothing, but a fitness app review tells you exactly where the pain is. Today, I am using MyFitnessPal as the worked example. It has a massive user base. It is 20 years old, and it is slow. Thousands of negative reviews sit on its page, which makes it the perfect target. Step 2 is the 3 screenshots you take. You need the interface, the App Store description, and the most recent bad reviews, in that order. When you read them back later, skip the description first. The description is what the company wants you to think, but the bad reviews are what users actually feel, and that is where the gap lives. Step 3 is the prompt itself, which is the real upgrade over what most creators teach. I tell Claude that I am giving it 3 screenshots, the interface, the App Store description, and the recent bad reviews, and its job is to tear the app apart and tell me where AI fits inside. Then I give Claude the exact structure to follow. It returns the ideal customer, the real pain point, the gap between what users want and what they get, the AI opportunity with specifics, the blue ocean angle, the wedge product, and the moats. At the bottom of the response, Claude writes a complete build prompt for Claude Code inside a code block, so I can copy it cleanly with one click. Notice the structure I am asking for. I am not asking Claude to give me ideas because that is a vague question that yields a vague answer. I am asking it to fill 7 specific slots in order, and that forces it to be specific. Without that structure, you get a listicle, but with it, you get pitch deck quality analysis. Now we read what Claude returned, because not every section is equal. The customer section you take as is, because Claude reads patterns across hundreds of reviews that you would miss on a quick scan. The pain point section you also take, but you go back to the reviews yourself before you build anything on top of it. The gap section is the money section, and you read it twice, because the gap is exactly what nobody is solving right now. For the AI opportunity, only take it when Claude got specific. If it writes, Claude-powered weekly meal plan that adapts from your check-ins, that is specific, and you can build it tomorrow. If it writes, leverage AI for personalization, that is a non-answer, and you throw it away. The difference between those 2 sentences is the difference between an app and a wish. Blue Ocean is Claude's weakest section in my experience, so treat it as a starting point rather than a conclusion. Wedge product is the gold, because it is the smallest thing you could ship inside a week, and that is the only honest test of whether the idea is real. Moats are about what makes you defensible after the wedge works. And Claude's suggestions here are usually weak, so you sharpen them with your own taste. Step 4 is the build prompt that Claude wrote for you. You copy it from the code block, paste it into Claude Code, and watch it scaffold the wedge app in about 20 minutes. That is the whole loop. 4 steps, run every Monday morning. Now the honest part. When you run this play, expect most ideas to get filtered out as too crowded or too narrow. Some will get parked as good ideas for later, and 1 or 2 out of every 10 will turn into something you actually want to build and ship. That ratio beats guessing by a wide margin, because guessing usually produces something you have to throw away 3 months in. The patterns that work are the ones I look for first. Categories with active complainers, apps that are old and slow, and spaces where AI is genuinely the missing layer instead of a hype angle bolted on. The patterns that fail are the opposite, where users never write reviews, so there is no signal, where the app is already AI native, so there is no gap to wedge into, or where the leader is 2 years younger than you and will outbuild you no matter how clever your prompt is. The trap to watch for is the category that rewards reputation more than novelty. Meditation is the cleanest example, because the gap Claude finds is usually personalized session generation, which sounds smart on paper. But meditation users want proven voices and proven scripts, not personalization, so the AI angle dies on launch. That is the kind of trap the teardown upfront saves you from. Now, doing this alone takes a stack of failed iterations. Doing it with other founders takes a fraction of that. I run a private community called the AI Founders Club, where founders use Claude to run their whole business across sales, content, ops, design, and shipping their own apps. 13 founders are inside today, and the community is still new. I am adding fresh resources every week, recording new teardowns and dropping new prompts inside. The size is small on purpose right now, because every member gets direct feedback on their work from me and from the other founders. You will find every prompt and project file from my content inside, including the teardown prompt I just walked you through. The weekly live Q&A is where we run this play together on real apps. The promise is straightforward. You save 10 to 20 hours a week running Claude as your team, or get a full refund inside 30 days. If you want to skip the lonely iteration loop and run this play alongside founders doing the same thing, the AI Founders Club is where you do it. The first 50 seats are at founding price. Then it doubles. Comment build below and I will DM you the link, or grab it from the description. Build a system, skip the noise. See you in there.